If you want to start your own business, you may need a trade license from the GRA. I'm Tiffany Rodias. Let's talk tax. If you've established a store, shop, room, yard, or any space to sell your goods or wares or merchandise or provisions, you must apply for a trade license from the GRA. To apply for this license, you will need to complete the Trade and Miscellaneous application form, an approved plan of the premises. This must be signed and stamped by the Central Housing and Planning Authority and the Guyana Fire Service. You'll also need a housing certificate in the applicant's name, a fire certificate in the applicant's name, a sanitary certificate from the Town Council, RDC or NDC, a business registration, and a copy of your ID or passport. If your land is controlled by an Amerindian community, you will also need a letter of approval from the Tushal.
Remember it, write it down, take a picture.
If your trade includes pharmaceuticals or over-the-counter drugs, you will also need to provide a drug certificate from the Poison Control Board. If you trade prescription drugs, you will need a licensed pharmacist on call and provide a copy of the pharmacist's certificate as well. If your trade includes food, you will need to provide a food handler certificate as well when applying for a trade license. The cost for a trade license is dependent on the size of your physical space. The price can range from $400 to $62,275. The trade license is valid for 1 year and expires on December 31. If you applied for your license during the course of the year, then it will be valid for the remainder of the year until December 31.
Hey, that's pretty good.
It's important to note a trade license does not allow you to sell alcohol. You will need to apply for the appropriate liquor license separately. We'll return after this short break. It takes 3 simple steps to apply for tender compliance. Complete the application form, attach updated business registration, and launch the application. Easy, right? You will get your tender compliance within 2 to 3 working days. This compliance costs $2,500. For a successful application, you must ensure you have submitted tax returns for the past 8 years and pay all outstanding taxes owed to the GRA. GRA, your partner in development. Welcome back to TalkTax. Before the break, we talked about how to apply for a trade license for your business. But what if your business does not have a storefront or a fixed location? Would you still need a license from the GRA?
Good question. You are a good question.
If you travel on foot or with a motor vehicle or used a beast of burden to sell or advertise your goods, wares, provisions, merchandise, you are considered a huckster and will need to apply for a huckster license to peddle your trade.
I learned something today.
To apply for a huckster license, you must complete the Trade and Miscellaneous application form, pen a letter addressed to the Commissioner General requesting the license, and provide a copy of your ID or passport. Your letter to the Commissioner General must include what you are selling, the vicinity in which you are selling, and the mode you will be using, that is man-propelled, beast of burden, or motor vehicle. Like a trade license, a huckster license is valid for 1 year and expires on December 31. The cost for a huckster license is dependent on the mode of transportation. Similar to a trade license, you are not allowed to sell alcohol with this type of license. It's important to note that if you use a trailer to ply your trade, you will need to register the trailer with the License Revenue Office before applying for a huckster license motor vehicle. Persons who use beast of burden to provide a service instead of selling goods do not need to apply for a huckster license. Instead, you will need to apply for a cart license. Trade and huckster licenses are just 2 of a number of trade-related licenses issued by the GRA. To find out if you need to apply for a license for your business or service, visit the GRA's website for the full list of trade and miscellaneous licenses issued by the GRA. You can also give our tax advisory services a call for more information. Remember, you can keep up with the GRA on its social media platforms. Simply search for Guyana Revenue Authority. We'll talk tax next time.